Greetings and welcome to the Hope Sub Division official update number 1. Previous video was an introduction to the overall railroad, and today we're going to give an update on progress. Starting at Minden, milepost 78, or thereabouts, we're going to go down or up towards Hope, Arkansas, traveling north to the left. Minden has some homosote ready, but we have not laid it yet. That should happen relatively soon. We're still finalizing some locations, especially on the north end with the turntable and shop area, and also the little industrial park that was north of town across Highway 80. Hope, once again, will be about 50 feet long. We'll see what it ends up in total. Coming through this area is going to be open country on this side of the railroad. And as we make the turn here to the left, this will be the little passing siding of Dorcheat, which is close to the Dorcheat Bayou or river, depending on where you're from. After Dorcheat, we're going to come into Cotton Valley, which is right in this area, on this side of the railroad. We've started our leg down the main hall, back into the main room. Right at present, we're ending right here. We've got our L girders all made up, which should finish the peninsula. Got our makeshift workbench here. We're working on 2 crossings. One is the Missouri Pacific, and one for the Cotton Belt. This one is currently the Missouri Pacific diamond. It's made from Fast Track's diamond line of diamond crossings. This one is for the Cotton Belt. The 2 tracks are the Cotton Belt main line and passing siding, and it's the same thing for the Missouri Pacific main line and passing siding. We're hoping to get the Missouri Pacific in this week. Update to follow. Coming around, this is where the paper mill is going to be. Paper mill and a bunch of other plywood, corrugated box, all kinds of stuff. Bag plant, they had all kinds of stuff at Spring Hill. Cullen was the name of the town. And this side's actually Spring Hill right here. Coming around, we do a 180-degree turn, come back towards the main peninsula, where we'll do 180 and work our way back towards the garage, under the garage area. This should all be connected next video. So we're on the outside. We just passed a little town called Lurch, petrochemicals at Lurch. Got a long single track run here from Lurch all the way to Spring Hill. Pretty much single track all the way on this side of the railroad. We got some valence up that I just bumped into. Hopefully we can get some more of that up. We're going to put a second layer on it just to give it some rigidity and strength. This is where Stamps, the little town of Stamps, starts right here. The KCS had a 3-track yard here to work interchange from the Cotton Belt. Coming around the corner, we've got the Cotton Belt coming up from staging. That goes down to lower staging. There's 10 tracks down there for the Cotton Belt and special duty trains. Like maybe an executive train, wrecker train, different things like that. Around here we started our spline roadbed, which is coming along quite nicely. Hopefully we can get a little more of that done here this week. Maybe even get to Hope with it. Passing a little pulpwood yard right here. There's a pulpwood yard there just outside of town. And then there's another pulpwood yard that's going to be right in this corner. We almost forgot about those two. Along here, we've got the little passing siding of Herbert. It's going to have a big gravel yard. Anybody out there have pictures of it? I sure would like some. They transferred service of Herbert over to the Cotton Belt somewhere in the around 1978 or so. But at one point, the KCS and the Cotton Belt both served the gravel yard. Coming around the corner, this is all single track, no industries. All our risers are in and where they belong. Coming up to Pilgrim's Pride chicken feed grain elevator. That's roughly what it looks like. This is a 2011 Google Maps picture. It'll hold about 8 cars. Most of the time it'll just have 5 to 6. Coming into the little town of Anthony, which had a hardware store, hardware distribution center, and a lumber yard. Risers are in for that. We just got to get our roadbed down. And coming into Hope, right here will be the Highway 29 overpass. And then the yard begins right in this area. There's going to be a Y that comes out into the room. Final positioning of which I have not finalized yet. We'll be working on that soon. Few Industries was a joint yard with the Frisco. They had a little 2-track yard, and then the KCS had a little 3 to 4 track yard. Coming into the diamonds at Hope, they'll be right in this area. We've got Homosote glued down. We're just waiting on a couple of things to finalize that. We're also going bust through the wall for the Frisco. And we've already busted through the wall for the Missouri Pacific. There'll be 3 tracks. The one on the right is the main line. Center is passing siding, and the one to the left is representing the old Y that used to be in Hope, that used to go to Nashville, Arkansas. They used to base a local train out of Hope, and that's what we're representing with that 3rd track. That will come in and do all the interchange work with the KCS. Getting ready to install the 29th Street downtown bridge. It's a 4-lane road that kind of went down a dip under the Cotton Belt, under the Missouri Pacific, and came out on the other end. And then, of course, the Missouri Pacific is going to continue with its loop into staging, along with the line from Minden. There'll be an interstate overpass here to block your view and help camouflage where the trains are going. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and all that other stuff. Until next time, Hope Subdivision out.